Hey everyone, welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. Winter has me reminiscing about sunshine and childhood treats. It might still be freezing outside, but in my kitchen, it's springtime. Today we're bringing warmth and memories to the table with a delightful Orange Creamsicle Poke Cake. We're talking about moist vanilla cake, tangy orange flavor that soaks right down into those poked holes, and creamy topping. It's the perfect escape to chase away the winter blues. So come along with me and let's bring on the sunshine. Okay, first thing you want to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to mix up our cake in a large bowl. I'm using the French vanilla cake. I like that flavor for this because it gives you that vanilla hit from the inside of a creamsicle. So I've got our cake mix. I have 3 egg whites, half a cup of oil. I'm just using canola oil. You can use vegetable oil. I wouldn't use olive oil because it'll give it a taste. You want something pretty neutral. And I've got 1 cup of water. Now we're going to beat it up on low speed just until it's combined. Okay, I'm going to scrape it down just a little bit, make sure I get everything off the bottom. I'm using a 9x13 glass dish. I like a glass dish, seems to bake better. I'm going to spray just the bottom of the dish with some non-stick cooking spray and pour in my cake mix. Okay, now we're going to put it in the oven for whatever the temperature is on the box of your cake mix. It's usually about 30 or 35 minutes. And when it's done, we'll bring it out, let it cool, and we'll get on with poking our holes in it. Okay, here's our cake out of the oven. I'm going to set it aside and we're going to mix up the liquid that's going to be poked into our cake. In a small pot, I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of plain water and bring it to a boil. Our water's at a boil. Now I'm going to add 3.5 ounce box of orange jello. And we're going to stir it around and let it dissolve. Okay, now that we can see it's dissolved, I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of an orange soda, and it should be cold. I've turned off my heat. Now I'm going to set it aside for a second, and I'm going to poke the holes in our cake. You can use a skewer. I'm using a chopstick. I'm going to poke holes about 1 inch apart all over the cake. Now I'm going to put my liquid in my cup measure just to make it easier to pour. And we're just going to pour it all over the cake, all the way to the edges, and make sure that we go down in all those little holes we poked. Now is the waiting time. We need to wait at least an hour for this to cool. You can put it in the fridge if you want. It's just going to solidify that jello mixture and get the cake nice and cool. We're going to need 12 ounces of whipped topping for the top. Okay, I've let the cake set in the fridge until it's nice and cold. And now I have 12 ounces of whipped topping. We're just going to spread that over top like icing. There you have it. It's ready to serve. Be sure and store it in the refrigerator if you have any leftovers, just because you have the cream on there. And if you want to, you can sprinkle some orange sprinklers or something like that on the top just to make it look a little prettier, but it's all set. And there you have it, a bright and sunny Orange Creamsicle Poke Cake. It's the perfect little taste of spring to get us through the rest of the winter. I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane as much as I did. Let me know in the comments below if you try this recipe. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious recipes. As always, the recipe can be found just below the like button, as well as a link so that you can print it out. And until next time, have fun in the kitchen.